Hello and welcome back to the channel. So it's been a while, but we're back here in Gran Turismo and we're also back here on the first Nurburgring Blast with my Logitech direct drive and low cell pedal. So there will be a video unveiling why and what I've gone for. You know what I've gone for now, but why and my impressions. So that'll be coming soon, so keep an eye on the channel and subscribe if you haven't already. But we're going to try one of the new cars that's been added into Gran Turismo. Quite a unique car. A lot of people in the community asking, have Polyphony gone crazy? But it is the Unimog. This is an absolutely insane vehicle. A bit of an oddball and doesn't really fit in anything. But before we go for the lap, there are some interesting modifications. So follow me and I'll show you. So you can see here in GT Auto, you can actually wide body the Unimog, which is really interesting. So that was a nice, interesting add-on there. Also, you can do interesting things like fit a set of TE37s to a Unimog. You can even go down to a 16-inch TE37 on a Unimog or a 24-inch. It's just nuts. There we go. So that is a widened set of TE37s on a Unimog. I don't think that's ever been done. There's also some interesting, unique replacement parts like cleaned out bumpers, bull bars, removing chrome lights, and even snorkels. On the rear, you can even add a portaloo. That's a weird one. Nice little adjustment here. You got in the racing bonnet pins, you got little hood latches like that. Kind of traditional, and you can even dechrome it and go for a full blank front plate. So there's going to be some unique Unimogs out there. So 29 horsepower, nearly 2 tons. Let's hit the Nürburgring and see how fast it goes. Right, so we are in the Mercedes Unimog. Such a unique car here for Gran Turismo, and we will be starting a lap around the Nürburgring soon when we can get there. So I am flat out right now. This is 5th gear and we are pushing as hard as we can. Nice smooth line into the final corner, and then we're going to start the lap eventually. This thing has 6 gears, only 29 horsepower, so it's going to be a more sedate lap. If you're here for some real fast, hard hitting laps, this is probably not the one for you. So we'll take a nice wide line into the speed and Smith curb, flat out through there. I can kind of see the revs down there. I think we're almost ready to change up. We'll go for 6th gear. There we go. Drop some RPMs. Over 60 kph. I'm trying to peer over the steering wheel, and we're flat out. Now, this is going to be a very interesting lap and probably one of the slowest. So, if you've got an idea how fast you reckon this is going to do, pause the video, put a comment down below, and we'll see how close it is. Because I'm thinking maybe 13-14 minutes, because when you look at the headline of 29 horsepower and basically 2 tons, I think this is going to be really slow, but it doesn't feel that slow right now. Like, I feel like we're going through these corners at a reasonable rate, like faster than I thought we would. Now, when we start going up hills, that might be a bit different. So far, still not let off the accelerator. I've been foot to the floor for the whole track so far, which is kind of interesting as well. And we're flat out towards Stiegenkreuz. We are, where are we? Yeah, we're out of gears, but I have to say, Logitech DD Pro, really like this wheel. Got some really nice features, works how I wanted. Really nice build quality and gets some really good quality feedback. I've only done probably about 3 or 4 hours in it so far, but really enjoying it. Flat out, struggling as we come up over the rise, but I don't think it's enough to go to 5th. I can actually feel the engine shaking through the steering wheel. That's that true force. 'Cause I would have thought, looking at the revs, this is some sort of diesel engine, so it's all about the torque rather than the horsepower, as we can see. So yeah, very sedate lap this week, and maybe something a bit faster next week. The other 2 cars, we've got the Peugeot and the BMW. I don't know, maybe the Peugeot might be a good lap. I think the BMW is a bit meh. So if you want to see that, let me know. But we're flat out up over the rise now. Still not let go of the accelerator. And I reckon Stiegenkreuz could be quite flat here. We can peer around the cockpit, out the windows. There's the door latch. And you can see out the back window there. We have gone for the non-cabin version, non-portaloo version. Right, Schredenkreuz, practice the line, tip her in, nice and smooth. Oh, look at that, easy flat. Right, coming down here, I think we may need to come off the accelerator for the first time here. Right, let's see, yeah, bottom of it. Oh yeah, you can feel the curves beautifully in this. I can literally feel the ripples as we go over there. Right, flat out down the hill we must go. Probably bump off the limiter anytime soon, so we're going to have a lot of gravity with us. Being 2 tons, fall like a stone down here. Yeah, there we go, we've hit the limiter if you can hear. Doesn't sound very pretty, but no more gears. Flat out through the compression, here we come. And we'll go up to the foxhole curb. You could probably save a lot of time in this because you could probably straight line a lot of these corners and it'll be a lot faster. Up the hill, foxhole curb, boosh. Right, I'm going to go into the chicane now. We're losing speed as we go up the hill. See the revs dying down. I don't think it's enough to go for 5th yet. Just trying to take a nice smooth line, use all the road, try and keep up that minimum speed. Up over the curb. There we go. And it's interesting being to this high up, like normally you don't get to see all these cars and the car park over there. Like I can't remember ever seeing that before. I suppose A, we're going a lot slower, we can enjoy the view a lot more, and B, we're not normally this high up. Like we are seriously high up right now. There's the Rebel Straight, high and by. There it goes. Little wheelie bins next to the Marshall huts. And we're going to go flat out through the compression. Yeah, it's easy flat up to antenna corner. And then we're going to be flying flat out through here. There we go. Now I've done a tiny bit of practice in this car, so got an idea of kind of what to expect, but I've got no idea what kind of time to expect. Not done a lap. I'm going to actually come off the throttle and roll it in. There goes my keyboard tray in the remote. Feel the understeer coming through. Comfort hard tyres though, pretty much the hardest tyre. But we needed a little lift through there. We're going to be flat out. Now we can practice miss, hit, miss. So we'll go all the way to the left. Spot that first apex start turning in. We're not going to hit it. We're going to hit this second one. There we go. And then out. Miss the final one. Right, this is going to be the first corner that we're touching the brakes. Haven't touched the brakes yet at all for the whole lap. So we're going to see what they're like. Ooh. Wow. They are not the best. Wow. Right, we had to go down to 5th gear, but we still took that corner in 5th gear. Back to 6th though. Right, got a little bit of help going downhill now, but after this there's going to be a long uphill section, so it's going to be tough on this. Right, down the hill and turn it in. Something like this, imagine something like this at speed hitting a barrier would be absolutely nuts. Right, let's flick it in. We've got to keep up the momentum because this is now going uphill. Tough. Oh god, I can feel the engine struggling with losing RPM. Not enough to go to 5th, I don't think. I think about 4,000 RPM we changed out to 5th. Right, there we go, we made it through. We can actually see the valley down there. Right, flat out towards the louder kink. We're probably about 60, 65 kph if we're lucky. And then we're going to tip it in. Louder kink, this is of course where he crashed over on the right hand side. Now, how fast do you reckon we could make this car in Gran Turismo? No, there's a Sabine Schmidt quote of, I can do 10 minutes in a van. Do you reckon this could be modified to go fast enough to do 10 minutes in a van? Because this, let's face it, is pretty much a van. Like, that to me, pretty van-like. Yeah. So, up the hill we go. We are going slower. Will we need 5th gear? Almost at 4,000 RPM. Okay, I thought this would be a fairly fast lap. Right, we'll go to 5th. Need it. I thought this would be a fairly fast lap. Like, not fast, but the start of the lap, the car impressed me. Carried more speed than I thought it would. but now it's definitely starting to struggle. This is 50 kph. I am flat out. My foot is welded to the floor. I think if I took my foot off the floor, that would be it. We'd almost start rolling back down the hill. God, it's struggling. We're down to less than 50 kph. Oh, catching a little bit of a break as we go up here. Don't think enough to hit 6th gear though. No. Well, it's mad that you can actually see some of the scrapes in the tarmac. These little details on this track that I've never noticed before in Gran Turismo. Just because we've never been going this fast at this kind of view. You can actually read the signs as we go past. This is nuts. Oh, we're losing power again. Well, we're losing RPMs again. We're not losing power because we're foot to the floor, but we're down at 5,000 RPM, only 40 kph. This, I feel like I could maybe get out and push faster. Well, we'll want to push this. All my life, we're down to 4,000 RPM. We're going to go for 4th gear. What, we're at 34. I believe that's going to be kilometers on that speed. I would have thought it would be miles per hour. Trying to take a nice line still, but we are struggling up this hill. I think we are going to struggle until we get to the top of the hill, and then we can then start picking up pace again. This might struggle to do 13 and 4. Oh, that's a limiter. So if we get back up to it, there we go. That's back to 5th. Come on. Yeah, I'm watching the speedo slowly increase. Bravery corner. Should we try and take it flat out? We'll tip her in. This is insane. Wow. No, we're losing power again. We need to go back to, I believe we're 4th gear now. Back uphill. 4th gear has got some grunt in it though. Also, gearbox is a torque multiplier. That's back to 5th. We've got enough oomph to stay in 5th though. I think we have. It's maybe broken the back of the hill here. It's got another one coming up here. Almost back up to 40 kph. I'm gonna laugh if that speedo is actually in miles per hour, but who knows? Right, we're up over the rise now. We should be able to coast on down to the what's it called, the carousel complex. 13 kilometers down. Oh my life. That Marshall's never seen anything like it. Right, I don't think we're going to need a brake for this one. I don't think we'll need a brake for the carousel. The carousel will probably have to carry quite a bit of speed because of the banking. Right, we'll turn her in. Just over 40 kph. We're actually accelerating a little bit now. We don't have the hill to fight with. Embankment up there, I can actually see it. I actually had time to look at it. Normally I'm focusing so far down the track as possible. Maybe we should all drive more cars like this round Nürburgring to really experience and see more of it. Right, here we go, carousel. I'm going to fly over the top here. I'm going to tip her in. Oh, look at that. Still flat. Helped around the corner, and then we're going to pop out. Is that enough for another gear? Yeah, let's go for it. I believe this is now, that's another kilometre done, 14 kilometres done. Right, going uphill. We are, I'm just looking at the rev counter to try and figure out if we are accelerated or not. We're kind of steady, just under 60 kph. Starting to lose speed now though. Gonna have to change down in a second. Yeah, change down, back down, come on. One of the bigger hills here. If there's any issues with overheating, this is where, which will expose. I know I watch, you guys and girls may also, Misha, for the Nürburgring. Sometimes cars get to this point and they're overheating. We're losing more power. Right, down another gear. Come on, up this hill. We're down to 30 kph. Probably the steepest part here, and then we kind of broke the back of it. We're still accelerating. We're under 30 kph. Come on. You could probably on a half decent, if you were fit enough, on some sort of pedal bike, go faster than this maybe. Right, top of the hill, we'll go up one more gear. There we go, use the torque as we start going down the hill now. Up over the rise, and here we go. There we go, going almost flying now. Got a bit of gravity assistance, up another gear. There's 15 kilometers. We're into Whifbitz now. Oh yes, look at the speed. The weight is helping us now. We're literally tumbling down up on the curb there. Use all the road. We're here, we paid for it. That's it, we're in 6th gear again. Right, up over the rise, we've got to keep this momentum going. Don't want to lift. Now this is where I was walking this time, well, in the summer last year. So I went and visited the ring. Up, turn, yeah, we're still flat out. There's Brunchen car park. All hitting the limiter now, we're still flat out. This is nuts. It's got plenty of grip. Right, here's YouTube corner. And then we're going to start slowing again, but we're still holding. See, this is what I mean, this carries good speed through here. Right, up a hill again now. Right, I want to keep that momentum going. Almost there. Get to the top of this hill, and then we can roll back down the other side. I don't think this is going to be jumping though. So sometimes this corner up here, you can get a little bit of air in some of the cars. It can be a bit unnerving at times. So let's go for it. And yeah, definitely not too heavy. Right, flat out, back up another hill. Come on, you can carry that momentum. Just need to get to the crest, and then we can roll back down into Stefan Bellafes. This hill should help. And then we're not far from the end. I've got no HUD, so that's Nurburgring Blast rule, so I've no idea what kind of speed or time we've done. All I know is the recording is still recordings. Right, Stefan Bellafes, easy flat. And then the worst corner on the track, the one that I hate the most. There is 18 kilometers. Hit the marker. I don't know what the name of this corner is. I just got the worst corner on the track. I just dislike it. So we'll stay right to the left, and then we'll tip her in, keeping foot to the floor. Yeah, easy flat. And then the second worst corner on the track. It's just that off camber, and it's a tricky corner to get the right gear. Feel the engine starting to struggle a little bit, but baby carousel. It's going to be a case of foot to the floor and throw it in. There we go, nice and smooth. There we go, and we'll pop back out the other side. Right, last corner before the Dottinger Her. That Dottinger Her is going to be painful. Wow, I could actually see up and over there. This is nuts. Yeah, the track is completely different from this angle, from this point of view. Right, yeah, we'll keep 6th. We're at the top of the hill here, and we should be able to roll back down the other side. There we go. I don't know if we're going to hit the limiter down the Dottinger Her, because if we do, this is going to be a long straight. I believe this is 1 kilometer down the straight, so we don't have to worry about the smoothest section of it, because we have got so much suspension and tyre travel in this thing. You can actually see there's a car park over there by the looks of it. Yeah, there is. I've never noticed that in Gran Turismo ever before. That's 20 kilometers done and dusted. You can see the castle up on the hill. We're flat out, we're over 60 kph. It's still just obscuring it, but let's sit back and relax. It's not that slow. I was expecting slower. Now going up some of the hills, definitely struggled, but on the flat, on the downhill, faster than I expected. No idea at the time though. I think it's slower than the bus. I'm just trying to remember the bus that we did years ago. I think, memory serves correctly, that was like 20 odd minutes. I think it's going to be faster than that. I don't think it's going to be the bottom. There's the car park for the Devil's Diner. Hello. And we'll get some pancakes in a minute. Oh, we're struggling as we're coming back up the other side of the Dottingahur now. Not enough to change down gear though. Right, Bilstein Bridge. We're going to have a little bit of a downhill section that'll help us with some momentum through the last chicane, and then we've got the last corner. Come on, just getting to the top of the rise. Hopefully you can see the steering wheel just shaking, and I can literally feel the engine through the steering wheel. True force is pretty cool. Right, there's the Bilstein Bridge. Let's fly down the other end, and we have literally got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners left. Right, top of 6 again. You can actually read the signs on the side. I believe this section's called Flansgarten. Right, up the hill we go. Last little stretch. Engine struggling as we come up the top. Come on, you can do it, Unimog. Right, gonna try and aim for the Marshall. Wow, you can feel the engine struggling. Might even hear my keyboard tray start rattling. Right, through the final corner, we may take 5th to get a little bit more acceleration out. There we go, we'll take 5th. Right, flicker in. There we go. Now let's power for the line. Aim for the line, not the bushes. Come on, we'll take 6th. Yes, come on. And across the line we go. Wow. That was sensational. It's a really oddball car that Gran Turismo have added. Like, I don't know whether they don't want to add more race cars and stuff like that because of BOP can be an absolute nightmare. But yeah, they're more interested in adding some of these oddball cars rather than maybe some new, more modern, like contemporary cars, because they do modern cars in the Vision GT. But last chance to put what speed time you think this Unimog did. So let's find out. Oh my god, that is a 19 minutes and 10 seconds. I think that is going to be the slowest car that we've ever had round here. So give me a second, let me go and get the leaderboard and we'll find out together. So we have had 115 cars round this great track, and this is the slowest. It is official. It's gone last by nearly 5 minutes. It's slower than the bus. The bus did it in like 14 minutes and this has done it in 19. So it's by far the slowest car we've ever done round here. And yeah, a little bit unique, a little bit quirky. We had a chat along the way, and if you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, that's perfectly fine. Give it a thumbs down. That's just next to the thumbs up. But put a comment down below how I can do it better, and maybe we'll revisit this, because can we make this 9 minutes faster? I don't think that is feasible. Maybe if there's going to be some interesting engine swaps. Sometimes engine swaps for these new cars come out in a couple of updates later. So we'll keep an eye out. If we do, we may visit it again. But until then, goodbye and have a good one.